EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Foxborough, Massachusetts, where the keeper of the light sounds the frog bell to signal that it is indeed time for football inside Gillette Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New England Patriots. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. His guy's playing well, off to a solid 5-2 start. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native. At quarterback, it's Baker Mayfield.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right? Yeah. 3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 8 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Yards on the play. And the Falcons. Mayfield off the play fake. Got a man open. It's Chase. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 50-yard.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Mayfield down. Now he'll tuck this and run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. In 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This one caught by Ridley. Given 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's another Falcons first down. It's a gain of 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And Mayfield just getting the play off. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Warren, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for Patriots. First down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 105 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. He was defended by Christian Gonzalez.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Lawrence to throw. Open man right side is Sharp. Well, the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mark Andrews, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he's got this down to the 35.
14 more yards. That's another Falcons first down.
Back to Walker on first down. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
And the Falcons first down.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Straight ahead, Walker. Shifts by him. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
And the Falcons first down.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple of yards shy of the 30. New England's offense set to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've been terrific. Other weeks where we wonder just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 46. Lawrence will throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Patriots.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
Lawrence. That's to the left sideline and incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Now Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. A 3rd down gain of 19.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They run the option left with Lawrence. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw Lawrence. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Godwin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Able to slither by. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Falcons offense set to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to clear it off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That can be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Rifles one incomplete. And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. Big play there for New England. 49 yards.
That's good for the Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards on the play.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Chubb. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He's got daylight. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Patriots offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. On play action, Lawrence. That is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. 4 receivers split out here. It's 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And it is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Patriots 1st down.
They go play action with Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. From the 41, here's a second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Byron Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries. How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Running left is Walker. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They're going right back to Walker. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here's a 3rd and 14. To throw, Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. We're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
So far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Now Lawrence. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He gets this one to Boyd. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. There's that man again. It's complete. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Lawrence's pass complete to number 1, Deebo Samuel.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Well, this offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulting in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Lawrence. Sharp's got it left side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion. Walker is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Walker once more. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now out come the Patriots. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And the defense closes quickly there. They get maybe a yard to the 33. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Third down and 2.
Lawrence will throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for New England. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Atlanta.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 2.
Second and 2 at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
First down. A gain of 31 yards.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here's Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Baker Mayfield. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
McManus set to kick off.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Patriots offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Lawrence. he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down here with Sam. They push him back to the 34. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll tuck this and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
He was brought down by Lamont 7 yards.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Shifts past him. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. A beautiful fake. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
At the 38-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Third down and 13.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
At the 4-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Patriots 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those. Walker hitting the ball is held, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So the Patriots coming out now. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Now run Walker. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs. And that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And this will be a Falcons first down as we get this up to about the 42. Carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense up.
And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
34 yards. That's another Falcons first down.
Running the jet sweep with Ridley. And that is well led there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. They rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. Down the field, he's got one. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Falcons. Mike Evans, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Patriots ready to get the football back. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, They watch the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
It's a gain of 53 yards. That's another Patriots first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and
Now Lawrence.
at the 3-yard line.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jaded Blue there to make the grab. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
42. Patriots 36.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Falcons offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Mayfield on play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing, Mayfield. And it is caught. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Walker now on first and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all game long. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Now Mayfield. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Atlanta, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.